Crawford keeps on mocking Errol the Truth Spence. Ever since that Errol Spence came out with the eye injury and stuff like that, had eye surgery, had cataract surgery and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Coming with, which many believe is an excuse on why he lost to Terence Bud Crawford. Everybody knows that Terence Bud Crawford, if you're a football fan, knows that he's a Packer fan. Packers is playing Dallas Cowboys, and Terence Bud Crawford tweeted, this game looking like me and Errol Spence. They must have injuries. That's why we winning, huh?" Yo, ladies and gentlemen, look, I got a proposition, my friends. I got a proposition for all the fighters. If you do not want your opponent to have an excuse after the fight, after the ass whooping you're gonna give them or you gave them, put something in the contract that states that you cannot disclose any injuries, and that both of y'all can't disclose any injuries, surgeries after the fight and stuff like that. If things was not discussed or made to the public that you had this injury or stuff like that, and I know that fighters ain't gonna do that, but if you ain't gonna say before the fight, don't say after the fight. And a matter of fact, that's also disingenuous to the fans, because think about it, a lot of boxing fans do bet on these fights, and they're assuming that these fighters are 100%, because most of the time when they go and have their promo leading up to the fight, I'm in the best shape of my life. This is the best camp I ever had in my life. Errol Spence is saying, you know what I'm saying, my nutrition is up. I'm healthy. I'm good. I'm strong. I'm the big fish. Blah, 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 blah. And not necessarily saying that he's the tuna fish in aisle 9 in your local supermarket and stuff like that. So I'm saying is, for all the fighters, if you don't want your opponent, you're about to whoop his ass. If you don't want your opponent to have any excuse, put something in the contract that says you cannot disclose any injuries or anything, you know what I'm saying, that's going to deem excuses, because you want your 100% just due. You want to get credit for your performance. You want to get credit for your win. Your 100% credit for your win and stuff like that. So nobody can even look at you sideways and saying, "Oh, you just beat this guy because he was not his best self. You didn't beat this guy because he was half of himself. You can't. You beat this guy because, you know what I'm saying, he was not. No excuses, right? So we won't have to hear the Deontay Wilder excuse. We won't have to hear shoulder injuries. We won't have to hear sickness. We won't have to hear none of that, right? So for now on, Punch Drunk Boxing and letting the whole boxing world know that put it in your contract that you cannot disclose any injuries and stuff like that after the fight. Win or lose, do not disclose anything so nobody get their stock drop. And that's what I'm saying. But Terence Bud Crawford, he is sticking it to the Errol Spence fan, and Errol Spence, what he deems his excuse. Now, personally, to be honest, I'm not going to say it's an excuse. Because Errol Spence also is saying that, he's giving props to Bud Crawford of whipping his behind, right? But anything that says that you was not 100% is going to deem an excuse. I don't think he's really trying to take away from Bud Crawford, but because he ain't saying nothing throughout all this time. Errol Spence he kept shut for like 6 months. But think about it. If you're going to ask Errol Spence going to be posting up a video of him getting the eye, getting wheeled out from the hospital. And people are going to ask, what happened to your eye? Now, do you want Errol Spence to keep it real? Or do you want Errol Spence to lie? You know what I'm saying? Because you're going to ask him, even in the post-fight interview after a fight, why you didn't perform like this? What happened? What happened in training camp? Did you prepare right? So you got to answer the questions, right? So I understand certain fighters is not trying to have it. Certain fighters ain't trying to have excuses, but if you're going to ask the question, do you want these fighters to lie? Do you want them to say, you know what, I came in 100% after the fight? You know what I'm saying? But in all reality, people going to be like, yo, why you ain't throw that right hand? Why you ain't throw that good jab that you normally have? Why you wasn't moving around? Because, you know what I'm saying, you got good footwork. What happened? What was the strategy? Blah, 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 blah. So I understand. I don't think that Errol Spence went out there trying to have an excuse. But anything that says that you're not 100% and you say after the fight is going to deem as an excuse. But I don't think generally he wanted to take anything away from Bud Crawford. But let me know what y'all think. Let me know what y'all think about my plan and what these fighters need to do. Put it in the contract that they can't disclose any injuries, any surgeries and stuff like that after the fight to take away from the winners. So y'all already know this is Punch Drunk Boxing, a.k.a. Mr. Moonshine himself, a.k.a. El Adobo, El Sazón, El Borracho, El Pastor de Boxeo. You already know we're God first, everything second. We're one human race. What makes us beautiful is that we have different culture with the buffet of heaven. You feel me? Of the earth. heaven and the earth. You feel me? Let's go, baby. Subscribe to the channel, smash the like button. Peace out.